Conference for the Ring. High stakes presented by Ring Magazine. Golden Boy is proud to serve as the lead promoter for this event, and we're honored to partner on a night that represents the very best of our sport. I'd like to extend my sincere gratitude to His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh for welcoming us as partners. Before we hear from the fighters, I'd like to begin by welcoming one of the men behind the ring. Please join me in welcoming the CEO of Ring Magazine, Rick Reno. Rick.
Thank you, Oscar. I want to thank everybody for coming out to support this event. The ring high stakes, I mean, what could you say? You got two guys, both young guys, WBC welterweight champion Mario Barrios, King Ryan Garcia. Both of these guys have something to prove this year. It's a new year. They had some ups and downs last year. They're both young, but they, at this stage of both of their careers, neither one of them can afford a loss. And that's why the stakes are so high. Both of them have made adjustments in their careers with their teams. And, you know, I know Mario wants to get a very solidified victory to put his stake in that he's one of the top champions in the weight class. And Ryan, you know, in my opinion, for me, is still the money man of the weight class, the name of the weight class, and this event proves it. You know, back off his last fight, he's main eventing at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, a major pay-per-view card, a world title fight. His following speaks for itself. And, you know, I look forward to this fight. I think both of these guys are coming to bring it. Both of these guys can't afford a loss, and it makes it for a very anticipated matchup. Thank you. Back to you, Oscar.
Thank you very much, Rick. Next, I'd like to introduce to you our co-promoter for this event, the president of TGB Promotions and the longtime promoter of WBC welterweight champion Mario Barrios. Please welcome Tom Brown. Tom.
Thank you, Oscar. It's great to be here. I want to thank Turki Al-Sheikh, Ring Magazine, Seller Promotions, our partners. You know, this is going to be a tough and grueling fight. Both these guys are going to take some serious shots, and both these guys are going to take some serious punishment. And that's just what the fans want to see. You know, Mario Barrios is just can't miss TV. He loves to go to war, and he's always in action-packed fights. And now that he's training under the tutelage of the Hall of Fame trainer, Joe Goosen, over at the famed 10 Goose Boxing Gym, I know Joe's going to pull out all the stops on his game plan for this fight. But look, Mario's just an old-school warrior. He's never turned down an opponent, never turned down a fight. He's been in the ring with legends like Manny Pacquiao. He was on even terms for much of the fight with Tank Davis. It was a thrilling Fight of the Year candidate. And then he moved up to welterweight, and he took on a former unified world champion, Keith Thurman. So he has that elite experience against the best in the sport. So once again, I just want to thank everyone involved. We'll see you out in Las Vegas, the fight capital of the world, on February 21st. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Tom. Now, I'd like to introduce a man who has been very instrumental in Ryan Garcia's career from the amateurs to the world stage. Please welcome to the stage, Henry Garcia. Henry.
Thank you, Oscar. First and foremost, I'd like to say that I want to give thanks to our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Okay, and secondly, I want to thank the Zone, Golden Boy, Promotions, Oscar, Turki Al-Sheikh, Ring Magazine, and of course Al Heyman, PBC, and our manager, Lupe Valencia. Okay, also, I want to acknowledge sometimes people forget these people, and I don't want to forget them. You know, our strength and conditioning coach, Donnie, where are you? And Donnie. And our mid guy, PJ, who's done a great job with Ryan. Okay. When I first found out that Joe was going to go ahead and train Mario Barrios, I was taken back. I'm not going to lie. I was thinking, well, what the heck's going on here? Why would a coach that trained my son all of a sudden turn around and train somebody else to go?
From the opening moments, the tone is set with precision. This isn't hype for hype's sake. This is business, legacy, and risk. Promoters frame the matchup as a crossroads fight where neither man can afford to lose. Ryan Garcia is positioned as the draw, the name, the pressure point of the division, while Mario Barrios is presented as the hardened champion with nothing handed to him. The language is deliberate. New year, no excuses, no safety nets. By the time this segment ends, the audience understands one thing clearly. This fight isn't about popularity.
Against my son. I find that very disrespectful and just isn't right. You know, but then again, I remember he told me a while back that he's done this in the past. He would train someone, then later on he would go against them. You know, again, I think it's not right, but maybe it's something he has to prove, or it's just an ego thing. But I also remember that he told me specifically that when Ryan is 100%, no one can beat him. And I'm going to tell you this right now. Ryan is 100%. Come February 21st, you're going to see it. It's going to be a great show, and we're here to win and take this title. Thank you.
That's right.
In the opposite corner, Mario Barrios is guided by one of the most respected minds in boxing, International Boxing Hall of Fame trainer Joe Goosen. Joe has also trained Ryan Garcia in the past. With these two corners alone, fireworks are guaranteed to happen. Please welcome Joe Goosen. Joe.
Great to be here. Thank you, Oscar. Good to see Ryan and my my old buddy Henry and Lupe, of course. Look, this is a little bit of a difficult situation. You know, you like your former fighter and their family, and even Lupe, the attorney. And I want to thank DAZN, by the way, too, for having us here. But you know, things change in boxing, and I got a call from Mario and his people, and offered me the job. And of course I said yes, without a doubt. Who wouldn't want to train the welterweight champ of the world? But again, like I say, things can get a little awkward, and you know, I had a great time with Ryan, and I know he's going to be in great shape. I know that. You know, he always trains hard. But I got to tell you, I think we got an early start on this camp with Mario. It was really good. We started in December 1st and integrated him into my system. And, you know, he took to it very well. We're doing a lot of work. I mean, we're probably doing triple the rounds that you're normally used to, right, Mario? Yeah. So we're putting in a lot of rounds, and thankfully we got great sparring. And I just know both of these guys, and I said it to Eric Gomez earlier, both of these guys are going to be in great shape. You're going to get a classic fight here. I predict that. Ryan's going to bring 100%, as Henry said, and we're looking to bring 120%. And that's my goal, and that's Mario's goal. And it's going to be a classic fight. This is a pay-per-view fight, and a lot of people should tune into it because it's not going to be boring at all. And both guys are going to dish out a lot of punishment, and punishment will be taken in too. But these guys are going to be ready to come out of the chute hard at each other. Nobody's going to be messing around, dancing around the ring, I can tell you that. That's what my prediction is. That being said, we're preparing for that type of fight. And, I mean, I can't wait to see it. And I can't wait to come out on top. That's our goal. Why else would we be here but to win? So, again, thank you for the time we had together, guys, and I know it's going to be a great fight. I know you're working hard.
How could you, Joe? That's messed up.
Pardon?
I said, how could you? That's messed up.
What's messed up?
You know what I said? I mean, just can't believe you're doing this to me. That's insane.
What?
You hurt my heart. For
Well,
real.
I'm still not
You
sure.
broke my heart. It's over.
Uh,
It's over.
Uh,
We're done.
again?
We're done. Yeah, I'm breaking up with you again.
Now, how did I do that?
You just broke my heart. Just move
Oh.
on. This
All right, well, I thought I was being.
Now you were being
I
sweet.
thought I was
That's
being,
like,
I thought I was being courteous and generous, and that's what I'm trying to be here. And I hope you don't take offense to it,
it's cool.
because I don't ever want to offend fighters. I love what I
I'm
do.
offended.
Uh-huh.
Too late. I'm offended.
You what?
I'm offended already. I'm
Okay.
hurt.
All right, good.
I'm offended,
glad.
hurt, all that.
All right, okay, well, look, I mean, I'm still not following it exactly, but
It's very simple.
all I can do is try to be gracious to you, okay?
No, I get it. I get it.
And, I got to support my guy, and that's what I'm doing, and I'm here 120% for Mario Barrios. It's business.
It's always business.
No, it's not always business.
What about the
There-
love? There's no love.
But it's not always business. There's a lot of personal stuff that goes down behind the scenes that nobody knows about. I get that.
Yeah.
But, at the end of the day,
All the long car rides, all the long car
At the end of the day, I
the long
gotta work, don't
They're
I?
gone.
Yeah, okay.
They never happen.
All
That's
right,
insane.
okay, exactly. All right. Anyway, I guess I'm going to turn it over to the next person coming up. But you can see it's already exciting, and they haven't even done anything yet. All right, thank you.
When Ryan is at his best, he's truly unstoppable. February 21st is a must-win moment, a night to cement his place amongst the boxing elite. And I'm actually going to go out of script here and say that I see something different in Ryan's eyes. And, when he just mentioned that he's hurt, a hurt fighter, and this is coming from a fighter now, not from a promoter. A hurt fighter is a very dangerous, dangerous fighter, especially when you go back with your team that made you, that molded you, that got you to this place. So, Joe, is this fight going to be exciting?
Yes.
It's going to be really, really exciting because
This is where emotion enters the room. Ryan Garcia's father steps forward, and the energy shifts immediately. What starts as gratitude quickly turns into accusation. The decision by Joe Goosen to train the opposing fighter isn't framed as professional. It's framed as betrayal. You can hear the disbelief, the frustration, and the sense of personal violation. This isn't trash talk. It's a father defending his son's journey. The key takeaway here is simple but powerful.
Barrios is a tremendous fighter, a tremendous champion. I know his abilities. I know his skill set. But like I said, I believe that Ryan Garcia, he's not back. He's always been here. But he has that sparkle in his eye that he's now hungrier than ever, which is going to make it very, very dangerous for Mario. So, ladies and gentlemen, Ryan Garcia.
Hey, how's everyone doing? Good to see you guys. Good to see you guys. And I'm truly honored. I'm really honored to be part of this huge fight. This is how it's supposed to be. I didn't like it last time around. There's a lot of other people on the stage. This is one-on-one, mano-a-mano. This is how it's supposed to be done. One main event. This is literally how it's supposed to be done. So I just want to say I'm honored. Super honored to be part of this. Hey guys, there's a lot of people I have to thank before I get into it. But first and foremost, I want to thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. It's been a journey, and every day it's a journey with God and your relationship with Him. But I just want to say thank you first to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Now, moving forward, I want to say thank you to Golden Boy. Golden Boy, PBC, guys came together, made a great event. Of course, Ring Magazine, putting all this together. I'm not going to, Turkey, but I can't say the last name. I'm not good at that, so I'm not going to attempt. I will butcher it, so I'm not gonna do it. Last but not least, though, I gotta thank the WBC. Yeah, WBC, man. I can't thank y'all enough. The WBC, I love the WBC. Like, you got no idea how much I love the WBC. I love the WBC. I love the WBC. Get him over here. What?
There they are.
WBC. Woo! Yeah. Whatever.
Joe Goosen's response turns tension into spectacle. Calm at first, he explains the reality of boxing. Opportunity, timing, and professionalism. But that calm doesn't last. What follows is an unscripted exchange that feels raw and uncomfortable, almost like a private argument unfolding in public. Accusations fly, sarcasm creeps in, and the line between business and emotion completely collapses. This moment matters because it exposes the psychological battlefield before fight night. No punch.
WBC, yeah! Alright, cool. Now, all jokes aside, guys, I am definitely super prepared for this fight, you guys. Like, I've been really focused. You know, you could do a lot of talking. At the end of the day, you know, the fight is February 21st, but we are promoting a fight. So, you know, you're going to hear me speak my piece. I'm on my shit. I'm ready to put a beating on somebody. I'm hungry, literally. I'm 154 right now. I'm ahead of schedule. Joe knows when I'm locked in, I'm locked in. So he knows that there's going to be a real fight. I just hope that you stop it, but I know Joe's not the type of guy to stop it. But, you know, my prediction is going to be a lot of cuts in this fight. And it's going to be a great fight. The one thing that we do know about Mario Barrios is he's a very durable fighter. He will come back the 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th round and keep fighting on, even though he's may have got hurt or this and that. So we've been studying a lot of them. One thing I do want to mention, you know, they got 3 guys that used to train me, not just Joe. This man called the Avengers. I call them the traitors. They got Wally, you got Justin Fortune, even though he was one time. We're not too, you know, mad at him. But we do got some gifts for them. Everybody's probably wondering why I'm wearing a backpack.
You got a gift for me?
I do.
Oh, really? Okay. All right, there we go. Do I have to? What?
Oh, this one's for Wally, but we'll save that. We'll find Joe's first.
Oh, boy.
Where's it
Trainer, right?
Oh, no, yeah.
Right.
You already good for the program.
I hope.
There it is.
The traitor, Joe Goosen. There you go. There you go for you. Wally somewhere. I don't even know where you're at. All right, but I do got one last.
Where did it go?
One last little thing for Mario. You know, it says, I don't even know where to go, Dad.
Here it is.
No, I was looking for the shirt. I threw the wrong
Oh, the
shirt.
shirt.
Anyways, we did been doing some research for Mario. He fought Keith Thurman with 10-ounce gloves. We don't want that. We want 8-ounce.
What's that?
Keith Thurman, he fought him with 10-ounce gloves. We want 8-ounce. So we want to know what decision you're going to make. Are you going to do 8-ounce or 10-ounce? I want it 8. I want to go at it straight up.
Oh, 8?
We want the
It's
danger.
already determined. We already got our 8 ounces.
Okay, so we're doing 8.
Are you
Let's
kidding?
go. Let's go, baby.
Asking.
Let's go.
I know, but with Thurman.
No. Thurman, he fought 10.
With Thurman fought, it was
He
10.
fought 10, right?
Who wanted that?
No,
Oh, Mario requested it.
I didn't request it. It was in the contract.
they fought with 10 ounce, Joe.
No, he said he didn't request it.
Okay, well, I don't know who requested, but we're doing 8-ounce. That's what we get.
Oh, no, 8.
8.
Of course.
I'm sorry, Mario. I forgot.
Sure.
Oh, no, here you go, Mario.
Right.
There you go.
8-ounce or 10-ounce. He picked 8. So we're not
Okay.
even going to give it to him.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? You heard me your decision.
All right. All right.
Oh! That's for the seat.
Let's go.
Ryan, that was a little beneath you there, Ryan.
You're serious.
Let's get ready. Ain't an event. Let's go.
That's right.
All right.
Good.
And now, in the red corner, your reigning WBC welterweight champion of the world, a seasoned warrior, a two-division world champion. Please welcome the champion, Mario El Azteca Barrios.
Yo, what's up, everybody? I appreciate y'all being here. Shout out to DAZN, shout out Golden Boy, Tom Brown, everybody from, my PBC family. This is turning into a circus.
This short segment quietly reframes the entire story. Ryan Garcia is described not as a comeback fighter, but as a wounded one. And that distinction is critical. The idea presented here is dangerous. A hurt fighter with pride restored is often more volatile than a confident one. The commentary suggests something has changed behind Ryan's eyes, something unresolved and burning. This isn't about technique or conditioning, it's about mindset. And once that seed is planted, the audience is primed to hear Ryan's.
I'm the ringmaster.
The ringmaster.
The payaso. But, the fight's set, February 21st. Y'all know what I bring every time I step in there. That they said that, that he's focused, that, that we're going to get a Ryan that's 100%. And, that makes me happy to hear. So, when I will pizzazz on the 21st, there ain't going to be no excuses. But yeah, like you said, y'all know what I get. Y'all know what y'all get when I step in the ring. I don't quit on my knee. I always, go out there and.
And he said the same thing, literally line for line.
Anyways.
He got it to work.
You're going to get it. Like, for the boxing fans are going to get a great fight. And, this ain't a fight that you guys want to miss. Thank you.
Thank you, Mario. And now, to guide us through the Q&A portion of today's press conference, please welcome one of boxing's most respected voices, Chris Mannix.
Thank you, Oscar. We're going to take some questions from the assembled media here as well in just a few minutes, but I want to get this started. Joe Goosen, I got to follow this thread a little bit because, you knew it was going to come up, right? You knew it was going to come up that you and Ryan have the history. 3 years ago, you were on this side. They let you go after the Gervonta Davis fight. You're telling me there's no extra juice in it for you to take on Ryan Garcia.
What was the last one?
Is there any extra juice in it for you to train someone against Ryan Garcia?
What does that mean, juice?
I mean, do you want, is this a little bit extra?
Oh, you mean is there an extra incentive for me? No. My incentive is always the same as it is every fight, for my fighter to win. That's it. Okay? Look, I don't have the resentment, wherever this resentment is coming from, I don't really know. But the bottom line is, I've got nothing against any fighter I've ever gone against, ever. Okay? I'm just for my fighter. That's all. And that's the way it is. I don't go to bed at night, thinking about revenge or anything of that sort. I just go to bed at night thinking about what can I do to better my guy that I'm training to win. And that's it, really. I've got other things on my mind, to tell you the truth. I've got a life that, I also have to deal with. Other fighters, family, what have you. I don't need the negativity.
You're looking out for your fighter, but do you believe that your knowledge of Ryan Garcia is going to help him win on the
Well, look, any trainer wants knowledge. All you got to do is look at a tape. Look at a fight. You can, if you're a discerning, fairly intelligent person and you're a trainer, you're going to look at tapes. You're going to see what you're going to see, but that's not always what you're going to be presented with. Fight night. You can look at tapes all you want and something else can come at you. So you have to be prepared for a lot of different things. You got to be prepared for maybe something that you didn't look as a threat before becomes a threat the next fight. So you got to think ahead about what could be coming. But look, I've said it at press conferences when I was with Ryan. I acknowledge his abilities. They're great. I acknowledge that this man's the world champion for a reason. Okay? He's got tremendous abilities. He's fought some great guys, and it's going to be a great fight. I already know it. I mean, look, if this is any indication, it's going to be a great fight.
All right.
Then he defends.
Henry, you're back in the saddle as the head trainer. You haven't gone anywhere. You've been part of Ryan's team from day one.
Yes.
But you're back as the head trainer once again. How does that feel? And take me through that decision for you to take over again as the lead guy.
Well, I feel honored, that my son has picked me to be this, his main trainer. I've been with Ryan since day one, like you said, since he was 7 years old. My brother obviously gave him his foundation, which I highly appreciate, till he was 9 years old. And then I took over his career. And as a professional, well, let me backtrack a little bit. He obtained 15 national titles as an amateur, okay? And then when we turned pro, he was 12 wins with 11 KOs, okay? So I'm undefeated here. And to come back, from a cycle of journeys, I'm honored. I feel proud, and I know my son more than anyone in this room, including the coaches, the past coaches, which I do, respect. I have to, because they go through sacrifices and all that. But I know my son, and come February 21st, he's going to be the Ryan that I know.
Ryan Garcia doesn't ease into the moment. He takes it over. What unfolds is a mix of humor, aggression, confidence, and calculated chaos. He reframes the event as one-on-one, strips away distractions, and openly mocks former allies now standing across from him. Then comes the glove debate, turning a technical detail into a symbolic power move. Ryan isn't just selling a fight here. He's asserting control, dominance, and
That I love.
Do you think that Joe's knowledge of Ryan is going to help Mario on fight night?
Well, I've always said that you could teach anyone anything, but there's one thing that a coach cannot teach, is how to take a punch from my son, Ryan Garcia.
Ryan, the one question that comes up about you is which version of Ryan Garcia are we going to get? Are we going to get the guy that looked so aggressive, so good against Devin Haney, or the guy that frankly kind of sleepwalked through the fight against Rolly Romero? Which version of you are we getting on February 21st?
I think that my energy speaks for itself. Like I tried to tell people, when I'm quiet, not interested, that's when you got to worry. When I'm on it, posting and excited about something, that's when you got to really be careful. So at the end of the day, I know what I went through after the Haney situation, the scandal, all that. I don't really want to get into it too much, but it did take a toll on me. They wanted me to try to force a fight, and I did, and I was uninterested, and the performance showed. But that's just how it is. In order to be a great quarterback like Tom Brady, you have to forget what happened and worry about the next play. And that's what I am. This is the next play. I got to go grab that title. I'm hungry, I'm excited, and I'm ready to put on a show. To me, it's all the show. I want to put on the best show possible, and you guys are going to get a great fight. This guy, he ain't going to lay down, and I actually got to be more careful for him. If I'm sleeping, he'll beat my ass. So right now I'm super locked in, and you're going to see obviously the best version of myself that you've ever seen.
You're 27 years old, but coming off that recent loss, you said to me earlier, you don't want to get that third. How
No, that shit don't even sound good.
How important is this fight?
2's cool. 3 is too much. You know what I mean? 2, yeah, okay, I could work with that. I could build, 3 is like, damn, you really losing. So, I don't want to get this third loss at all. He don't want to get it. It's debatable that he lost his last fight, but, it was called a draw. But, at the end of the day, I think we don't want to lose, and we're both at this moment, so that's why I think this is going to be a very sleeper fight. People don't think this is going to be one of them. I think it is, and I predict that it's going to be very bloody. I can see it. A lot of cuts and just grueling fight. We're going to really have to get to it. That's why I'm in this mindset. Like, I'm really punching myself. Like, I'm bone smashing. Like, I gotta go in. Type shit.
Does Joe's presence really bother you on the other side?
Oh, yes. This dude really did this to me. Like, bro, like the first thing, like, it hurt me when he didn't show up after my tank loss. That was a pretty big defeat in my heart, and I didn't see him after the fight. Maybe, he said that he had some, he had whatever going on, but he didn't show up. That's all I gotta say. And there did a lot of funny stuff happen in that camp. You know, before that camp, it was pretty cool. I ain't gonna lie. We had a lot of great moments, and that's where you build a relationship with your coach, and it was cool for a while. But then it shifted when, you know, a big money fight comes and a lot of people are involved, and you know this person, that person knows this person. Maybe he did talk and told the wrong person, and that person told somebody, and, you know, because some stuff got out in that camp that shouldn't have got out, you know? So I'm a little disappointed in Joe's decision to go against me, but that's that shit that fires me up. That should give me that.
That's right.
No, but ding ding.
All right, Mario, we'll turn to you. Third defense of your welterweight title. You faced some good fighters in the game. Manny Pacquiao, Gervonta Davis, Keith Thurman. Do you rate Ryan Garcia on that kind of level?
Mario Barrios responds the way champions often do, without noise. Where Ryan brings spectacle, Barrios brings certainty. He doesn't reject the idea of a focused Ryan. He welcomes it. That confidence isn't loud, but it's deliberate. Barrios positions himself as the constant, the man who shows up the same way every time regardless of opponent or narrative. The underlying message is clear. Hype doesn't win fights, resilience does. This calm rebuttal serves as a reminder that
Not so much that I rate him on that level, but, you know, he's an opponent. You know, we got to fight against him, got to defend against him, and that's exactly what I'm going to do.
You've been training with Bob Santos for some time now. You made the decision to go work with Joe. What went into that decision, and did the fact that he trained Ryan Garcia play a role?
Nah, the fact that he trained Ryan Garcia had nothing to do with it. You know, the move, you know, to go with Joe, it was going to happen, you know, whether, I mean, this fight happened or not. Me and my team, we just felt that, you know, needed like a change, you know, to get this last stretch with my career. And so that was the reason for the move with Joe. We had been very familiar with him and his style and everything he has accomplished with his fighters since before I was born. And very happy to be out here with Joe. You know, we've been having a hell of a camp, and we're just looking forward to the 21st.
Ryan said he thinks this fight's going to be physical, bloody, lots of cuts. Do you see it the same way?
Yeah, like I said, I mean, it could be. Like I said, I mean, I know when I go out there, you know, whether I'm cut, whether I'm hurt, you know, I get back up, I keep fighting. I don't know if he could say the same, but, you know, that's something that we're going to see come fight night. Like I said, he said we're getting a Ryan that's 100%. That's exactly what I want. So we'll see.
Kind of a shot there, Ryan.
What's up?
Said he gets up and keeps fighting.
I was
Can't say
laughing
the
at
same.
the chat. I ain't gonna lie. What'd he say?
Said he gets up, when he gets down, he gets up and keeps fighting. Can't say the same for you.
Oh yeah, blah blah blah. You know, we'll see. We'll see when we get in there. That's it. If he thinks I'm gonna quit, come find out. That's all I gotta say. Come right at it. Da, 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 da.
Okay. Got a few questions from the media over the other side. We'll let you guys step up to the microphone.
Good afternoon, Adriana Noriega with ABN Sports and Fox Deportes. This question is for both Mario and Ryan. You guys have described a very exciting fight filled with fireworks, but I want to know how you visualize that perfect ending. Barrios, I'll start with you. How is that perfect ending for you?
The perfect ending for me is just hearing and still at the end of the night.
And Ryan, can you be more descriptive of how you visualize the fight ending?
Just like I've been saying, just one of those. Like just we're in there. Like just like a great grueling fight that we got to bite down and get to it. You know what I mean? So I could see that. I could see a lot. Actually, I see a lot of outcomes on how it could be, but you know, the fight kind of paints a picture of itself when you're already fighting, when it's happening, when it's moving. So, you know, a fight has a life of itself. I could predict that it could be one of those, but we'll see when we get in there because, you know, we don't know, you know, how, you just don't know how somebody's going to show up fighting it.
Appreciate it. Looking forward to it. Thank you.
Liliana Ulloa for Chicana Boxing. My question first is for Ryan. Ryan, you mentioned that, you know, your dad, you've been with him since your garage days. what would it mean to beat someone like Mario Barrios, a WBC champ? Do you think that would cement you and your dad as one of the best, dad and son duos in current boxing?
Well, yeah, I told my dad, I don't know if it was a month ago, 2 months ago, I'm dedicating this W to him. I really want to win this championship for him, and I'm giving it all that I got. So I made that promise, I made that commitment to be the best version of myself, and I'm showing my pops that, that we could do this. I want to say I'm grateful for my experiences with all the coaches I've had. I've had a lot of great memories with them, and they've taught me a lot of stuff, and hopefully all that knowledge soaked in me, and it carries me through all these fights, and all these adventures. So just want to shout out to all my coaches out there, man. Thank you guys for all that you've helped with, and we're just ready to take over now. I'm super honored.
This is where the truth spills out. Through questions, both camps expose what's been hidden: resentment, disappointment, motivation, and doubt. Ryan admits emotional burnout and the weight of recent controversy. He openly acknowledges how betrayal fuels him. Mario questions Ryan's durability, subtly challenging his heart. Joe insists there's no revenge, only preparation.
I'm really blessed to be a part of this, and I'm grateful.
What round you knocking him out in, bro? What round?
I don't know, man. My predictions are crazy because, if you don't do it, that's some pressure shit.
I bet my savings on this one, you didn't knock him out.
I got you, bro. Don't trip. Yeah.
Holy, bro, that's all.
I got
Okay,
you. Hey, don't trip. I got you.
You fucked up again.
Shit. Hey, bro, don't listen to this guy. I'm gonna rip that bout off him right now.
To Mario.
That guy's crazy. What the fuck?
Mario, you've been a champ also at 140, and you've been a pay-per-view star since I, remember as well. What do you feel like, though, at 147, you have been getting a lot of disrespect, not only from, fans, but even fighters turned media members have even called you the worst champion right now. What do you feel that is the case, and does that offend you, given that you do gift us a lot of great fights and you always come to fight? What do you feel when you hear those comments?
I don't really think much into it. I've always just stayed quiet. I work, I do my job. That's why I feel like, you're whether you like me or not, you're gonna see me on these big cars, headlining these big venues, and that's exactly why I am where I am. And it's been a hell of a journey. Still got a lot to do. I'm just thankful and happy to be here.
Thank you.
What's up, you guys? I'm Letty from Power 106, and my question is for you, Oscar. How does it feel in this moment? Another major fight card, building champions like you do, amongst everything you've already done as a boxer.
It's really an honor. It's an honor to be working with Ryan and Barrios in this fight. It's a huge honor because this weight class 147, you're literally in the middle of a division or weight classes where they're hitting hard, they're fast, and they're trying to knock each other out, and they're exciting. So the 147-pound weight class is serious business. And like I said before, watching Ryan right now, puts a smile on my face because I think we're gonna see the old Ryan that we've seen in the ring, who is determined, who is strong, who wants to go out there and just knock your head off. I see that he's ready. So, but then again, you have Barrios, who is the champion, who's coming off the confidence in drawing with Pacquiao, who is a legend, obviously. So I'm really, really grateful, excited that we can do this again and just promote the very best at the biggest stage. Thank you.
Thank you, Oscar.
Hello, Alio Orozco with the main event. Congratulations to both of you. This is going to be a great fight. This one's for Ryan. Ryan, what's the biggest lesson you have learned about yourself since the last time you were on a stage like this? And what statement are you really looking to show on February 21st?
Oh, that my body's not invincible. That's definitely something I learned for sure. Your body's a temple. You got to take care of it. And it's simple. That it's really could be that simple. Treat your body like a temple, and everything else will start coming to you a little better and better. So, everybody has their vices, but I just suggest that, you go and assess yourself and realize what you're putting in your body may not be the best things for you.
Thank you, guys.
All right. Well, we're going to face these guys off. Thank you to everybody
right,
for
good
coming
job.
out for this press conference. Thank you to Ryan. Thank you to Mario as well. We'll see them both again February 21st in Las Vegas, live on DAZN. And don't forget, next week in New York City, Ring 6 will be taking place. Teofimo Lopez against Shakur Stevenson.
Face the camera first. Face the camera. Right there.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Ring High Stakes main event. Saturday, February 21st, live worldwide, exclusively on DAZN. 12 rounds scheduled for the WBC Welterweight Championship of the World. It is the World Title Challenger. King Ryan Garcia versus the defending World Champion, Mario El Azteca Barrios. And it all takes place at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada.
The final stretch brings closure and clarity. Ryan dedicates the fight to his father, grounding all the chaos in purpose. Mario addresses criticism with quiet resolve, reinforcing why he's still here. The face-off seals the moment. No words needed, just body language and silence. The story has been fully told, and all that's left is the fight itself. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want more deep dive boxing content like this, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next video.